Hi there, my name is Jessica Lopez and I am here to tell you why I joined the Design to Sell Real Estate Group with Sandy Payne. So when I was thinking about all the reasons why I joined Design to Sell Real Estate Group, the list is so long that I'm just going to start at the very beginning. I am a military spouse, and my spouse and I first lived in Colorado, which is where I originally got my real estate license. I discovered I have a true passion for the entire real estate industry, much further from just a job. It is truly a passion of mine, and I realized quickly how much my passion is bigger for this industry than a lot of other people that I've met in this career. So in Colorado, I decided the best route for me, not knowing at the time, I thought I would join a big real estate brokerage. Being in the military, we obviously move a lot, so I thought this was the best path for me. I would choose a big real estate nationwide company, join on their brokerage, and I would get going. It's not quite how it happened. I joined this company and I immediately felt lost. So I suffer from extreme anxiety and depression, and in Colorado, joining this brokerage, I was immediately thrown in with the wolves, as I like to call it. I was told to just immediately start making phone calls, meeting people, and making sales. Meanwhile, I had no idea what I was doing. I took the real estate exam, I passed the exams, but that does not give me any sort of experience in real estate. So I really had zero clue on what to do next. My wife's first duty station was Colorado, so I uprooted my entire life and moved there. And when I figured out my passion and decided to get my real estate license, I soon realized how severely lost I was in this world. I didn't really feel like I had a place. I didn't know anyone in Colorado. I didn't have anywhere to really meet people. So I was really excited when I thought I was joining such a big and great brokerage. So when I started there, I was so anxious. My anxiety was probably one of the worst it's ever been, and soon after, my depression became one of the worst it's ever been. I thought, as a lot of people do coming into this industry, that it would be simple, As long as you love it and enjoy helping people find homes, it will be easy. It's not that simple, especially in an area where I knew absolutely nobody. And really, I just didn't know my next step. I didn't even know where to begin to even take a next step. Then the military decided to move us. So we temporarily lived in Missouri for 6 months, and during that time we found out we were going to be stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. So I started my real estate license for here. When I moved here, I did what I thought my plan was, which was to stay on the same brokerage and just move states. So I joined the same brokerage here in Texas, and my first year I did 2 transactions. 2. So feeling even more lost, even more depressed, even more out of place in this world, I was on Facebook randomly one day. I swear this was where my whole life started to come together. Somehow I found Sandy's Facebook page, and I saw that she was opening a office in Harker Heights called Designed to Sell Real Estate Group. So as I said, my passion in real estate goes much further than just helping people buy and sell homes. I truly love everything that a home has to offer and helping make the home or the house feel like a home. Interior design is, something I aspire to learn and do as I get older within the real estate community and industry. And when I read about Sandy and how she was an interior designer for over 15 years and then got into real estate and continues her journey with interior design and incorporating that in the buying and selling process and helping sellers get their home ready to sell, and knowing that she was a military spouse and that her husband is now retired from 23 years in the Army, I just immediately was inspired by her and knew that I had to at least try to get to know her and try to see if I could work for her. I decided to take a leap of faith and send her a Facebook message. I had no idea if she was even going to respond to me, but even if all I could get out of it was to shadow her for a day or two, I knew that if I didn't try to at least message her, the answer was already going to be no. So I wrote her this long message about how inspired I was about her journey and what she does in real estate, even though all I've known of her was from her Facebook. But that alone, I immediately knew she was a person I needed to know. So I wrote this long message out on Facebook to her, and immediately she responded with, "Let's get together. I'd love to meet you." So we planned a day to meet. I was so scared. And I told her in that initial message I wasn't even sure if she was hiring or what her process was on that, but I would just love the opportunity to meet her. So we planned a day to meet, and I remember this vividly because it was the day before our meeting, and I was in Target. She messaged me and said, "Can you bring with you all of your sales and transactions and commissions sheets and lists from last year and any marketing materials you use and have from your last year to date in sales?" I literally had a panic attack in Target. I had to sit down on one of the show chairs in the Magnolia section of Target, which I'm sure you all know that section, and I had to catch my breath because I almost passed out. Here I thought it was over. She was no longer going to want to meet with me because if you remember, I said I did 2 sales last year. 2. I knew that was not going to impress her by any means, and I thought I had just lost any opportunity I had to meet with this amazing woman. So I was completely transparent, and I wrote her back after sitting and calming down and catching my breath. I decided to just be completely honest with her, and I told her that I only sold 2 houses last year. I'm in the process of trying to adopt a child, and not to make any excuses, but last year was extremely hard, and I have no idea where I'm going. I have no guidance, no mentorship. I just don't know how to get to that next step. And I've been dealing with depression hugely, and I have just decided that I wasn't going to let anxiety and depression rule my life anymore, and that it was my turn and my chance to take my life back, and I was ready to show my soon-to-be daughter what hard work and determination can look like and lead to, and I want to show her that you can be more than your depression and anxiety. So I wrote her back, and I just told her that I had 2 sales and I have nothing to bring with me. I had absolutely nothing, and I told her, I said, I understand if you don't want to meet with me anymore, if that changes your mind. And she said, "Nope, it's okay. I still would like to meet with you." So I picked myself back up. I got home from Target. I think I slept 3 hours total that night. And the next day I came into her office and I meet with her. And when I tell you she is the most welcoming person ever, I sincerely mean it. As soon as I walked in, she welcomed me into her beautiful office here in Harker Heights, and I just knew within the first 2 minutes that I aspired to be her one day, and that even if what came from this meeting was nothing but meeting her, that I would take something from it and learn something from it. So we sat down in this exact chair I was sitting in, and we talked about goals of where she wants her team to be one day. And I told her right then and there that I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be on her team if she would have me. And after that meeting, we got up and she said, I think I would love to take the chance on you. And those words meant absolutely everything to me. because before joining this team, I didn't really feel like I had a place in this world. I didn't know who I was. I didn't feel like I had an identity. But I wanted to be more than just a military spouse, which is amazing. I love that role. But I knew I wanted to have more. I knew there was more to me, and I wanted to show my daughter that following your dreams and goals can lead to something. So when she gave me that chance, I knew I had to take it. I knew I had to jump all in and give it my all and prove to not only her, but to myself that I can be more. And when I tell you that she is the most selfless, helpful, caring, genuine person, I mean it. She really saw me and immediately jumped in, and we started training, and her training truly taught me what it is to be a real estate agent, how to do it correctly, which for me, as I've said multiple times, is more than just buying and selling. It's more than just a job, and that truly is what it means to her. It's more than just a paycheck. The money will come, but it's taking care of our clients and who become our friends throughout the process. That means more to us. We'd rather make our clients and friends happy than get a paycheck at the end of the day. Although that is important, it's not all we focus on, and that is something that I truly care about in this industry that was hard for me to find. And when I found that with Sandy, I knew that this was exactly where I was meant to be. So joining this team, although was one of the hardest and scariest decisions I had ever made, it was truly the best decision I have ever made in my life and in my career. I honestly don't know where I would be right now without her and this team.